Amanda here from createyourfuture.co. So you guys asked and we've listened. So we've gotten emails, quite a bit of them asking to basically email them when we have a sale or a course is launched by a coach or live meditations get started up again. So we have listened. We have created a mailing list. The link is in the description below. Please sign up for it if you'd like to get discounts on our coaching. Find out when a coach launches a bundle, puts a sale on a course, launches a new course, or starts, offering live meditations. All these things, we're going to be emailing that list, okay? Of course, we'll also mention it on the YouTube channel like usual, but you'll be the first to know on that mailing list. So guys, thank you so much for being here. And we intend that each and every one of you guys manifest your desire. And remember, you guys are perfect. Each and every one of you is perfect, and you deserve what you want to create, and you are powerful, and you can create it. So without further ado, enjoy the coach's video.
Hi, everyone. It's Angela with Create Your Future. I am a certified law of assumption coach. And today I want to talk about focusing your attention on the desired version of your specific person, the version that you want to experience in your reality, or any particular outcome that you want for any situation, because this always applies to anything that we're manifesting. So always remember that manifesting is the same across the board, whether it's a specific person or a job or income. It's always the same process. But we're going to dive in a little deeper and focus on specific person. So I want you to remember, and I'm sure you've heard this before, that where your attention goes, your energy flows. So in other words, what we are thinking on, what we are focusing on, we are creating more of that very thing in our reality. So I want to talk just a little bit about our thoughts and how powerful our thoughts are, because our thoughts are energy, and that is the creative force that starts this whole process in manifesting and creating our 3D reality. So when you think a thought and you dwell there, I think it's like they say 17 seconds or something along that lines, but when you dwell there for a certain amount of time, that thought then expands and it draws in another thought that matches it. And so now you have double energy, you have double the quantum force there in your thought, and so on and so forth. The more you dwell in a particular thought, in a particular way of thinking, you increase that. You increase it and increase it and increase it until eventually what happens is we collapse that wave and something shows up in our reality. But that's how it starts. And we don't realize that one thought that we begin to entertain has a lot of power. So when you are looking at your specific person in the 3D and you are focusing on those things that you don't like, you are actually creating more of that in your experience. So it's, and that applies when you're looking like on social media or when you're asking people, doing things like that, fishing for things and trying to see what's changed in the 3D. And you're getting the same story come back to you. The same things are showing up. You are actually just creating more and more and more of that. So I'd like to encourage you to use this same process, but to now make it your goal to focus on a new story. And one thing that you might want to implement as you begin to focus on the new story is to be very intentional about taking your eyes off of the old story, the old version. So at least you can do some things like, maybe avoid social media, um, avoid asking those questions, or, digging to find certain answers when you may find something that's triggering there. And if you desire, you don't have to do this, but if you desire, sometimes we maybe want to just kind of put a little separation between ourselves and the unfavorable circumstance that's showing up with our specific person, because it's, creating triggers for us. It's not something that you have to do, but it's just something that you might consider, because the whole idea here, the whole premise is to remove our attention from the version and the experience and the story that is not favorable, and to discontinue recreating that, and to focus instead on the desired outcome that we want. So to do that, we go within. We focus internally on the story that we want to see show up. So you now begin to focus on the qualities that you want to see with your specific person. You focus on the things that you want to experience in your relationship. You focus on all of the positives and all of the good things that you want to have show up for you. And this is how, as you shift into this new version and you repeat the new story, you repeat um, what qualities that you expect from your specific person, and you begin to focus on that, that now you're bringing more of those thoughts in. You are expanding in a positive way. And when you persist, you will collapse that wave, and you will experience this new version, this new person in your 3D reality. It's simply taking your attention off of what is not favorable, taking your attention off of that old version, and focusing on the version that you prefer. Because the version that you prefer exists. If you can think about it, it exists. It exists in the quantum, in the spiritual realm, in the 4D, whatever you want to call it. So your specific person that wants you, that wants the relationship, that wants to be committed, that is respectful and loving and kind, and wants all of the same things that you want, exists. And it's internal, it's in your faith. And so you focus on that, and you say goodbye, you say no thank you, you take your focus off of that undesired version, and you say yes by focusing on the new version, on the version that you want to experience. And it takes a little bit of practice in the beginning. It takes some self-discipline, because it's a habit to check that 3D. It's a habit to, scan our environment and look for something that might cause us pain. It's part of this human evolutionary process that we are all on collectively and individually, to want to look out there and see if we can find anything that we need to fix. But as we become aware, as we wake up to who we are spiritually, we are learning to put our focus within, to see what we want to experience, to put our attention on that and focus, and it will show up. We will bring that into our reality. We will line up with that reality and experience it for ourselves. So I hope that this is encouraging to you and really motivating to step up there and focus on your new story. Focus on the version of your person. Focus on who you want to be and how you want to be treated in the relationship. Make that your priority, and know that as you are focusing, as you are directing your attention, that you are bringing in more thoughts, that you're bringing in more power, more energy, everything that you need to bring this experience into your life and into your 3D reality. Okay, I also want to remind you about our contest. We are going to be giving away free coaching when we get to 100,000 subscribers. So please look in our description box, and there are details on how you can get registered for our contest. And if you would like some one-on-one coaching, I am available. I would be happy to work with you, and you can check out all the details for that as well in our description box. I intend that this was very helpful for you, and I appreciate everybody that's watching, and happy manifesting, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.